Hello Wargamers. Today I want to talk about my most recent Tau project. It's basically building a Tau void shield generator and involves these guys. These are the Sensor Pylon kit from Horizon Creation 3D. It's a store on eBay where this guy produces this kit as well as a bunch of other terrain kits using 3D printing technology. And yeah, so I want to talk a little bit about this kit specifically, do a little bit of a review of it, and then talk about what my plans are for the void shield generator as a whole. So I got this kit back in March, and since then my opinion of it is that basically get what you pay for. And yeah, so the reason why I say that, we'll start with kind of the obvious thing, right, is that this is strikingly similar to a certain kit from Forge World, and it has a lot of the same aesthetics as the Forge World Tau Sentry kit, Sentry Tower kit, and but it's a lot cheaper. I got this for $18 off eBay, as opposed to the larger amount you pay at Forge World. And it has a lot of nice features. Like it's very cool. This is going to be a great addition to my terrain collection, but buyer beware a little bit. So this is the first 3D printed piece of terrain or anything that I've ever gotten, and I was not particularly prepared for the I don't know what you want to call it, the texture of it. So basically because the 3D printer has to go back and forth and lay down the material, there's this grain to it, so it's not particularly smooth. But more problematic that you can see here is that the edges, particularly when it's not vertical or horizontal, are very rough. So this edge right here, as well as pretty much every other circular edge, has a lot of flack and debris about it. So that makes for not a very clean looking kit when you're up close. Far away, I think it looks pretty good, but up close, not so much. One of the problems with that, though, of course you can attempt to clean it up, but because the model is made, again, with kind of like a back and forth layer by layer approach, and you can kind of see it here on this too. If you try to remove a particular piece of flak, like in one of these crevices here, you're actually risking peeling away that entire strip of material, and so you can lose more detail than you're saving by attempting to clean it up, which is unfortunate. And again, you can kind of see the texture on top here. It's not very smooth in reality. Of course, the bottoms of everything is super smooth because it's laying on a plate, which all this is constructed on. So if you're looking for detail on the bottom of your models, this is not the way to go. Although it is kind of cool to see the actual graining in here. It shows you, back and forth, back and forth. It's kind of neat. So that's one thing. There's just an issue there, but that's what you get with 3D printers. That's the way the technology is right now, and so I'm not really poo-pooing that too much. One of the things that is more problematic is that it's very awkward to assemble. So it has all these holes in it, right? So holes here, holes there, holes here, holes here, and they're supposed to be filled with these dowels. However, the dowel is way too large for the hole, and so you have to not only cut up the dowel but also trim it to make it fit just right. And of course, if you don't do that perfectly, you can get some awkward angles in your dowel once it's actually inserted into the slot that's supposed to go into. So you have to just be very careful. And of course, I tried to be careful here, and you can still see that, particularly with this top part here, there's a little bit of an angle. It's not perfectly level, and so that's unfortunate, but something I can live with. I'm not going to be too focused on the stuff like that on day-to-day usage of this, but it is something that I noticed when I went to assemble the product. So yeah, like I said, those are the types of issues that you get with 3D printing currently, particularly with this kit. And I'm not, I still think it's a good buy. I'm still happy with it. I did try talking to the owner of Horizon Creations 3D back in March when I got this, and I say, is this the way that they all are, and do you think there's going to be an improvement at all? And he said, yeah, this is the way they all are, but I am going to be working on cleaning this, basically the design up in the future, and when that happens, I'll let you know, and maybe we can work something out. Well, that was in March or April, and it is August, so I guess that tells you how that went. So yeah, but overall I think it's pretty cool. I probably would, if it was down to buying this again, I would do it, but I would not buy an additional set beyond that. I think they're good just the way they are. I'm glad that they come in a set of 2. That's kind of cool. And of course, I think it makes it some really nice terrain. So kudos to Horizon Creation 3D for making a cool product. I just hope that it improves in the future. Yeah, as the technology does. But yeah, so what am I going to do with these guys? Well, I am hopefully going to use a Cricut. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's basically material cutting software or machine that a lot of people use for hobbies, like making designs and putting birds on bags and stuff like that. But I'm going to try to use it to build terrain out of plastic card. And so basically I'm going to put these 2 guys right there and then build up a platform that's about this tall. And if I didn't mention this earlier, but this is about a 5-inch tall miniature here. So I'm going to try to build a platform around this and then have kind of these large triangular or rhombus shaped supports on each end, and trying to make it look pretty Tau-like. And I think the level of detail that I will put into that will match up with the design of these guys pretty well. But yeah, so like I said, that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm hoping to do that within the next couple weeks here. Sorry about the lack of videos lately. I was gone for a couple weeks on business, most recently in Baltimore, but now I'm back, and I'm excited to get this project underway. So let me know what you guys think. If you have one of these, please let me know if how your experience with it went. If you have any tips on how to assemble them without running into alignment issues or anything like that. And of course, thanks for watching, and happy wargaming.